Hey everybody, Grayson here from Poke Profit. Happy Friday. We're going to talk a little bit about Hidden Fates and the Sword and Shield era specialty set ETBs. Some pretty interesting things going on there. Back half of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about 151 and some cards that are moving up in price. But to start off with Hidden Fates, these are almost $520 in ETB now on TCG Player, and recent sales might even be higher than that, 545, 550. That's over like the past week on the platform. eBay, you can still find boxes. I want to say like $495, $500, maybe even a little bit cheaper, but these are still moving even at $500. And this is something that makes me even more bullish about Prismatic Evolutions, because I would say Prismatic's a better set than Hidden Fates. And the fact that it's still selling, between 2 or 3 boxes per day, buy it now, eBay North America, like that's respectable sell through on a box that's this price and is quite an old set too. Hidden Fates from the Sun and Moon era, that's more than 2 generations removed at this point from where we're at in the Pokemon cycle. So Hidden Fates, if you own it, it's still doing quite well. Over the past year, only 79% return, which again, only 79%. That's incredible year over year growth. But compared to some of these other boxes, you'll see definitely hasn't done as well, but still an amazing item to hold on to. I believe the promo card was doing some interesting things as well earlier this year. So overall, Hidden Fates, really solid set. Now, Shining Fates. This is something we normally don't touch on too much because it's Shining Fates. It's not a great investment over the past year, sub 50% ROI. The interesting thing about Shining Fates, it's now in a range where it's sub 30 days of inventory remaining, according to my spreadsheet, my numbers. And, Shining Fates is actually the best selling ETB. If we're looking at buy it now sales on eBay North America, a little bit over 11 ETBs selling per day. The next closest ETB is Celebrations, which I believe is like 10.2, 10.3 currently, something along those lines. I'm not telling you to go invest in Shining Fates, but it is interesting that the cheapest ETB that we're looking at in this video, by a decent amount, I mean, Pokemon Go is around 140, but that's kind of a different conversation there. It's still selling at a respectable pace. So obviously, there is something to be said about cheaper items being able to move at a much easier rate compared to something that's maybe $1,000 or $2,000. At the same time, though, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good investment. You really want to find that intersection between a product that has insane demand and then also something that has respectable sell through. But Shining Fates, around 130 bucks now. Keep an eye on it. It could potentially run up to like 140, 150 over the next couple months. Wouldn't shock me too much. I still don't think it's that great of an investment though. Champion's Path, kind of in the same boat. This ETB is actually down to $166 currently. I want to say at one point it was getting close to 180. eBay data, there's still less and less supply basically every update. Shining Fates and Champion's Path a year ago, for context, I have about a year's worth of data on these sets now. A year ago, there was 600 ETBs for Shining Fates below like a 20% move. Champion's Path, I want to say at one point, maybe 300. Those numbers have been slashed, right? So a lot of these boxes have been taken off the market over the past year. It's still not something I would invest in. It's not that great of a set. And you can see here, 31.34% return over the past 12 months. That's the worst ETB that we've looked at so far on this list. Now, we're going to take a look at a couple better ones. One of those being Celebrations, which has performed very well over the past year, up around 144%, 325 bucks. There's still a decent amount of ETBs out there. Kind of shocking considering how old this set is. At the same time, sales volume on Celebrations is incredibly high. I wouldn't be shocked if these at some point this year hit $400. Now, I still don't think these are the best investment play for 2027 onwards, but a lot of people making a educated guess here on the 30th anniversary have definitely done quite well. So a couple more sets to talk about here. Pokemon Go, these are going for around $140 USD at this point, selling about 2.5 per day, which is actually respectable for a set like Pokemon Go. We normally don't see it that high. And then finally, Crown Zenith, This is around $315 on TCG Player now, selling around 6 per day, which is pretty respectable for this set as well. A lot of the cards in Crown Zenith, the Mewtwo, the Giratina, the other gold cards, a lot of the Galarian Galleries, absolutely ballooning in price as of late. That's definitely putting a decent amount of pressure on the sealed products. You can see over the past couple days, actually, on TCG Player, there's been a mini buyout here. On the 14th, 11 boxes sold. On the 15th, it was 18. And then yesterday on the 16th, 26 items sold. So people are still paying a little bit of attention to Crown Zenith. But before we go any further, if you guys enjoy this type of content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to new people who haven't seen the channel before. Thank you guys so much for the support. We're getting very, very close to 15,000 subscribers, which I think is going to be an awesome milestone to hit. Now, getting back into the video, I do want to touch on 151 a little bit. And the reason for this is I was actually kind of wrong about some of these products. And I say kind of, but I was wrong, flat out wrong. The 151 booster bundles were already back to $190, which this wasn't the product I was most concerned about. It didn't surprise me. Some people took profits on 151 after the run up. Same thing with the UPCs. These were selling at peak around $1,100. We came back down into the low nines. We're basically back to $1,000 fairly consistent sales at this point. The product that I definitely did not get correct, the 151 ETBs, I thought these were going to drop back down into like the 580, 590 range because I was seeing a ton of sellers come to market, a lot more boxes on eBay. At the same time, a couple weeks later, we're now at $640 in ETB on TCG Player. Recent sales in that range for sure, so it's consistent, right? Now, sales volumes definitely slowed down at this price. I want to say on eBay, there are some cheaper listings still. You can probably find these for like $540 if you look hard enough, $550. Not in quantity, but there's still like the one-off listings, the two-off from maybe smaller sellers who just want to move a couple boxes. But, we're not seeing mass listings at 570, 580, 590, kind of like I figured. Things in this market are just continuing to move at an accelerated pace, something that I every day I'm just shocked at the boom that we are in. We are booming so hard. Anyone who hasn't been here for at least a couple years, right? And I'm not saying this as someone who's been around an incredibly long period of time, but things are vastly different today than they were in late 2023 or throughout most of 2024 before Surging Sparks got here. So 151, the demand for these products is unbelievable. And the final thing I wanted to get to in this video, just a couple cards that are doing interesting things that you should probably pay attention to. The first, N Zekrom. This is around $9 now. This is the Ascended Heroes Elite Trainer Box promo, just the regular one, not the PC version, but still up around 30% over the past 28 days. The Mega Charizard UPC promo, this is now going for around $45 USD. That's up around 13% over the past month. The Charmander from the first partner collections, this is up 77% more or less over the past 28 days. But even recently, over the past week or so, it's moved from around $35 up to around $43, $44 USD. The final card I did want to touch on quickly, the Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks. It didn't shock me that this card, when it was $500, came down in price. Most people with a brain who had been around the block a few times kind of expected that. Reprints were going to come. There's going to be more supply out there. At the same time, we started to see it bottom out around like $230-ish USD. I guess I can throw up the 1-year chart for you guys. We had this crazy, spike in October when everything went crazy, like every single card you could think of. But it bottomed back out earlier this year, around like $250 on TCG Player. I'm pretty sure there were sales a little bit lower than that, but we're back to around $300 at this point and consistent sales in this range near mint copies. You can see here, even today, a near mint sold $345 USD. A CGC 8.5. We're not really going to talk about that, but it's still sold for $315. 310, 310, 293. So all day, every day now, the Pikachu is back to $300. The Forest Pikachu as well. We talked about that from Ascended Earlier this week, it's like $900 plus at this point. I think there's been like an eBay auction at 2K. That made no sense to me for an ungraded copy. But either way, we are booming super duper hard. It's great for anybody who already has positions in this stuff. I still think there's opportunities out there. Prismatic being probably the most obvious, in my opinion. The fact that we've just had a restock of ETBs, a booster bundle. Some of these products are still relatively cheap compared to the overall market. But you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.